No amount of money ever bought a second time, said Tony Stark. This is one of the most popular phrases from the Endgame scene, and it will serve as an introduction to my topic. Have you ever watched Marvel movies before? Assalamualaikum and good evening. My name is Ezra from the IA 3C. Today, I am going to talk about the 3 facts of Marvel Universe Studios. It will take an entire day and I am very sure most of you are clueless about my story. Here, I will tell you the 3 facts about the Marvel Studios, such as the background, the concept, and the heroes produced by the Marvel Studios. Without any further ado, let me proceed with my first point, which is the background of the Marvel Studios. Marvel Worldwide Incorporation, commonly referred to as Marvel Comics, is an American publisher of comic books and related media. Marvel was founded by Martin Goodman, started in 1939 as Timely Publications, and by the early 1950s had generally become Atlas Comics. Marvel Studios is known to produce the Marvel Cinematic Universe films, which are owned by the Marvel Entertainment LLC, the Walt Disney Company. Avi Arad acted the chairman and chief executive officer of the division from May 13, 1993 to October 1998. Since 2008, Marvel Studios has released 27 films within the Marvel Cinematic Universe, from Iron Man to the Spider-Man series No Way Home. Now you know the background of Marvel Studios. I will continue to the second part, which is the concept of making the movies. The Marvel Universe is heavily influenced by the reality. Most importantly, the Marvel Universe also incorporates examples of major science fiction and fantasy concepts. Aliens, magic, cosmic power, and extremely advanced human-developed technology all exist prominently in the Marvel Universe. All these fantastic elements are rare in other movies. For them, the phrase, "with a great power comes a great responsibility," is more than a slogan. For one of the flagship characters, it is a mission statement to reach their audience about important real-world issues. Over the years, the producer has advocated for many social issues that directly affect their fanbase. Other than that, they also use the concept of pop culture characters such as Dracula and Frankenstein. Dracula and Frankenstein monsters exist in the Marvel Universe epic drama ancient in Avengers Infinity War and Endgame, both of which had an irreversible cultural impact that changed and heightened their entire Marvel fandom. It has created an emotional value among its devoted fans. Thought superhero films are fiction that represent contemporary events and trends in our society, inspiring us to consider societal concerns such as prejudice, discrimination, and diversity. As you can see, Marvel Universe Studios use the concept of the real world and the pop culture characters in their movies. So, let me continue to my next point, which is their heroes. Heroes who are produced by the Marvel Studios are Human Torch, the first superhero, Iron Man, the smartest superhero, and the Spider-Man, the famous superhero. Each superhero has its own unique sets of skills and personalities. Human Torch, known as Jim Hammond, is a fictional superhero who appears in the Marvel Comics. It is created by the Carl Burgers in the first Marvel Comics. Phineas Horton, a scientist created the Human Torch as an android. He possessed the ability to surround himself with fire and control flames. He can enable flight and serve as a damage shield, heat energy absorption, and resistant to extreme heat. Next is the smartest superhero, who is Iron Man. One of the reasons people are fascinated by Iron Man is that he is the one of the few members of the Avengers who lacks of superpowers. When it comes to superheroes in general, this characterizes him greatly. Iron Man has a lot of pressure on him to save life when he cannot depend on any superhuman's capabilities. All he can depend on is his Iron Man suit to help him fly and his strength through battles that ordinary people would not be able to handle it. Lastly, Spider-Man is a fictional character who became very famous among teenagers and children. He first appeared in the Amazing Comics in August 1962. The story revolved around the boy who got bit by a radioactive spider which gave him a superpowers. His superpower was to climb like a spider and swing through the webs and super strength. Now, you already know about the 3 superheroes of the Marvel Universe Studios, and that brings me to the end. I hope now you understand the 3 facts of the Marvel Universe Studios that you maybe do not know before or unfamiliar, which are the backgrounds, the concepts, and the films of the superheroes. In conclusion, the important Marvel life lesson here that is we can grow as a person. Our past does not define who we are. If we came from a complicated home life, that doesn't mean that we cannot grow up to be a successful people. Sure, we make mistakes here, there, but don't let those mistakes define us. So, let me wrap my speech with a quote that I like. Heroes are ordinary people who make themselves extraordinary. I think that's all from me. Thank you.